Look, here's why I float the idea of trading Nick Bosa. It's this. I compared McGlinchey to Jimmy Garoppolo just now in the sense of like the denial. Now I'm going to compare Nick Bosa to Jimmy Garoppolo in the sense of an overvalued asset. Nick Bosa's played one season. He had a very good rookie season. Not an all-time great rookie season, a very excellent rookie season. He's kind of considered like the second best player in the league right now after Patrick Mahomes. That's what George Kittle calls him. That's how the Niners view him. I think a lot of people look at him as the second best player in the league right now after Patrick Mahomes. Now, of course, there's Aaron Donald, but Nick Bosa's younger. He's cheaper. He's not on his second deal yet. Now, he has torn both ACLs and a groin muscle still. For whatever reason, people give Nick Bosa the ultimate pass. He's going to be fine. He recovered from the first ACL. He's going to be back from this one. He's the greatest player of all time. He's the next Reggie White. So if you have a player like that who's very good but overvalued, like Jimmy Garoppolo in 2018 before he tore his ACL, you got to wonder, what's he worth and what could I get? I'd like to know with Nick Bosa, because the way I look at him is that's not a guy I want to give a second contract to. What the Chargers gave Joey Bosa is obscene. They paid him Hall of Fame quarterback money, and that's not even going to approximate what Nick Bosa is going to get. Nick Bosa is going to get like $160 million. He's going to get like 25. No. He's going to get like 30, 31, $32 million. He's going to be the Niner. He's going to make more than Jimmy. I wouldn't pay him that. He's not a quarterback. I wouldn't pay a quarterback that much money, let alone a defensive end. Look at Khalil Mack. Nick Bosa isn't as good as Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack can only do so much. Can you double team Khalil Mack? Yes. Can you chip him? Yes. Are there ways to neutralize him? Yes. Not a quarterback. Don't pay him that. So the way I'm looking at Nick Bosa is I want to trade him eventually. Love having him on a rookie deal. Love having him on a rookie deal. When you're paying him $8-9 million a year, whatever. Yeah, that's great. That's worth it. But I want to trade him eventually. And you have him on that deal for 2 more years. So you can keep him 2021, 2022, get a great value from him when he's healthy, and then trade him eventually. Franchise tag him, get 2 first-round picks, whatever. Or, see, here's the thing. Do you want to trade Nick Bosa for draft picks? Because it's scary, right? You feel like you're trading a Hall of Famer for what? Now, to me, like I floated on Twitter, trade him for the number 2 pick. You might be able to get more than that. You might be able to get multiple first-round picks. Is he worth it? Well, it's scary, right? Trading him for picks. Here's what you can do. I think he's worth it. You get 3 first-round picks for a guy who's torn both ACLs. Yeah. Now you can get a replacement and other positions. But hold on. What if he is worth multiple firsts? If he is worth more than the number 2 pick in the draft? Because when I said trade him for the number 2 pick, Niner fans are like, no, he's way more valuable than the number 2 pick. All right, well then trade him straight up for Deshaun Watson. Straight up. Does that get it done? Trade him straight up for Aaron Rodgers. If you offered him straight up for Matthew Stafford, I mean, the Lions would have to give you picks back, right? Nick Bosa is a better player than Matthew Stafford, right? He's worth more than Matthew Stafford, right? So if you can get a franchise quarterback without having to give up any picks and trade a guy that you were thinking you might want to trade anyway in a couple of years, I would at least consider it. Honestly, if Houston called you up and were like, look, the Jets want to trade us the number 2 pick, but Nick Bosa is worth more than the number 2 pick. The Jets want to send us this and that. Miami wants to send us this and that. We really don't want to send Deshaun Watson to the AFC. If it's all the same for us, we'd like to send him to the NFC. Deshaun Watson has expressed interest in playing for the 49ers. We'll take Nick Bosa. We feel like it's going to be hard to sell this trade to our fan base, trading Deshaun Watson, a fan favorite, for picks. But we could trade him for Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is a fan favorite. People love Nick Bosa. He'd be like J.J. Watt times 2, 2.0. I'm just saying, would you trade Nick Bosa for Deshaun Watson? I'd think about it. They're both going to be obscenely expensive. They're both going to make too much money. One's a quarterback. They both have torn their ACLs. One's a quarterback. Yeah, I would trade Nick Bosa for Deshaun Watson straight up. It might not be enough. It might be enough. I'd be curious. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying just dump Nick Bosa because he's not good. I'm saying he's very good, and he's valued right now as the greatest of all time. So if you can leverage that misconception, in my opinion, into a Hall of Fame quarterback, you do that. Am I tripping? Am I losing? I mean, am I wrong? Grant, what if we can backload Bosa's extension and trade him midway then? Yeah, that's cool. Do that. Yeah, there's all kind of ways you can keep him. You could do that. I'm just saying eventually you might want to trade that guy because he's going to get expensive eventually. So if that's how you feel, and a situation pops up where all these Hall of Fame quarterbacks are available, you might be like, hey, maybe I strike while the iron's hot. Maybe I trade now. Maybe instead of trading half a decade's worth of first-round picks, I trade a guy I was planning on trading anyway, and I trade him coming off a torn ACL, and I trade him way above where I value him. It's something to think about. And if you don't do it, you get Nick Bosa back. So it's like a win-win, in my opinion.